The battlefield in Ukraine is shifting fast and violently. Russian forces say they have seized new ground across multiple fronts, unleashing a week of coordinated strikes and rapid advances. As Moscow claims battlefield momentum, Kyiv warns of even bigger attacks ahead. And behind the fighting, the politics of peace and blame are heating up. Russia's defense ministry says its troops have taken control of 5 communities across Ukraine in just 1 week. According to Moscow, the advances span the Sumy region, the Zaporizhia region, and parts of the Donetsk People's Republic, signaling pressure along multiple axes at once. Battle Group North reportedly captured Komarovka in the Sumy region, while Battle Group South claimed Zakotne in Donetsk. Further south, Russian forces say they pushed deeper into Ukrainian defenses, taking Zhovnevoye, Belagoria, and Novoboykovskoye. Russian military officials say the fighting came at a steep cost for Ukrainian forces. Over the same 7-day period, Moscow claims more than 1,300 Ukrainian casualties, along with the destruction of armored vehicles and defensive positions across contested zones. Beyond the front lines, Russia says it carried out 1 massive strike and 6 combined attacks over the week. Targets, according to the Defense Ministry, included military-industrial facilities, energy infrastructure, transport hubs, ports, fuel depots, airfields, and drone production sites. Moscow says the strikes were retaliation for Ukrainian attacks on civilian facilities inside Russia, framing the campaign as both punitive and strategic. In Kyiv, President Volodymyr Zelensky warned that Ukrainian intelligence expects massive new Russian attacks, particularly aimed at energy infrastructure. Air defense, he said, remains Ukraine's most urgent need as winter conditions raise the stakes. At the same time, Zelensky confirmed a Ukrainian delegation is heading to the United States for renewed talks on ending the war, even as missiles and drones continue to strike. These battlefield developments come amid growing political friction. Russia has publicly aligned with U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that it is Ukraine, not Moscow, holding up a potential peace deal.
Today I held a meeting with government officials and the team from the office. Currently, our representatives Rustem Umerov, Kyrilo Budanov, and David Arakamia are on their way to the United States of America. We anticipate having important meetings with our American colleagues in the very near future. We are actively preparing for the events of the upcoming week.
For the meetings in Davos to be truly productive, which symposium to be conducted properly, there needs to be clear substance. The substance of the discussions and the substance of the documents.
This is certainly not the time for loud, empty words or formal meetings. We need tangible results for real people, for Ukrainians, for all Europeans, for Americans. Peace is equally essential for everyone. Genuine security is needed by all. Normal economic development is also needed for everyone.
And all of this must be duly reflected in the relevant documents which we are currently drafting, specifically with the American side. Uri Abraham, Don Trifori Kunmar, the Prime Minister of Ukraine and the Deputy Prime Minister reported today on the energy situation and the state of emergency in various of our cities and communities caused by Russian strikes and the harsh weather conditions. Maximum resources have been mobilized across the entire country. Literally tens of thousands of individuals are currently engaged in repair brigades, in municipal services, and within energy companies. And it is imperative, absolutely imperative, that this collaborative effort continues at all levels of government and between the government and businesses, involving all institutions and all services.
I want to thank all the leaders of communities who are truly effective, who genuinely stand with their people and provide assistance.
Today, there are specific tasks for our air defense and for our military forces. Currently, our intelligence indicates that the Russians are preparing for new, large-scale, massive attacks. We are frankly speaking with our partners about air defense missiles and about the systems we so desperately need. The supply is insufficient. We are working hard to accelerate. It's very important that our partners hear us.
A significant amount of work is currently underway at the level of Ukraine's Ministry of Defense, but despite all these efforts, please always remain vigilant and pay attention to air raid alerts. Please extend your help to those who are near you and feeling lonely, those who are in need of your support.
This is something one can agree with. That is absolutely true. President Putin and the Russian side are maintaining their openness. The position of the Russian side is well known to both American negotiators and President Trump. It is also well known in Kyiv and to the leadership of the Kyiv regime. This position is consistent. The situation for the Kyiv regime is deteriorating day by day, as we have mentioned. The decision-making corridor for the Kyiv regime is progressively narrowing. And we stated last year that, of course, it has long been time for Zelensky to assume responsibility and make the appropriate decision. So far, they are not doing that in Kyiv. The existing channels for communication with American negotiators continue to function. This dialogue is ongoing. As soon as the date is agreed upon, we sincerely hope that such a visit will indeed take place. We consider the continuation of this dialogue to be absolutely necessary, highly relevant, and extremely important. There have been numerous discussions held by the Americans, both with the Ukrainians and also with the Europeans. It is therefore crucial that the Russian side also clearly presents its own perspectives on all of these ongoing discussions that are currently being conducted.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That is often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore if you individually take out Tera.
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
Strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged.
To stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.